And you just start creating here the lines for the existing building, and that's it. Bring this up. Now how tall? Again, we go to the drawings here, and you can see at the picture, at the renderings from the design team. And well, 1, 2, 3. This looks like 3 or 3 stories.
But this is not existing. This is new construction.
This is new construction. What did we have selected here?
Existing.
Oh, okay. Easy fix.
So those extra lines doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can get rid of them, clean it later. Now, what I always like to do is, like, once I created something, you either can select it like this, right click group, or just double click. Okay, let's do it from the beginning. One click is that particular face or line, right? But one click, you will always select only one instance, never two. Double click is that particular face and all the lines surrounding it.
Okay.
Or all the lines that make that face. There, that was double click. Triple click, it's everything touching everything.
Okay.
There. Now, I'm gonna make a line from here touching this other building. When I make another triple click, I'm gonna select all this stuff again.
Okay.
1, then 2 clicks, and now 3 clicks.
Yay. Okay, got your point.
You see?
Yeah.
Make group. Now, why? Because let's say we had something here in the background. I'm gonna make these background, and I'm gonna send these to background, and also background, and I'm gonna hide background. So this is the only stuff we have so far, right? So this is not a group, this is not a group, and let's say that I want to move these. There. This is what I meant. Let's say I want to move these and one line is touching the surface or any of its surfaces. Look what's going to happen.
Why?
Because it became part of it.
Even you make a group?
No, it's not a group.
Okay, but if you make a group,
that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the purpose of making it a group.
Okay.
Make group, and now you can put it wherever you want without affecting the lines touching it. So that's one of the beauties of making groups. Besides, it's easier to move stuff if you make group. If this wasn't a group, you will have hard time trying to select only these without selecting something else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And now I cannot make triple click here now because I'm going to select the background that is below. So yeah, exactly. That's why I say that it's a good rule of thumb to make groups as soon as you're done. As soon as you're done with something that you know that it's not touching anything around it, we can make it a group. Yes, it's just gonna give you peace of mind.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, what else do we need here? The background. Bring this back. Now you can start giving colors. There are no rules or must be this color for something. materials are here. Select from the generic color section. You can use green for these. For the existing, I always use gray or white for the context. In other words, for all the stuff around it.
Okay.
I can actually select all these, make group. Now, why am I selecting here? That is taking it all the way here. Okay, now we're good. This is a cool thing. If I have a group selected, like this, I can bring color to all of them.
Together.
Yes, whatever I click.
Okay.
You see?
Nice.
Well, except for this one, which I specified it to be that color before.
Okay.
Okay, now I can redo the...
Yeah, that one becomes separate.
Yeah, so you might as well start. There are some things that I still don't understand from SketchUp, like that I colored these surface before making it a group, and then gave it another color to the whole group, and this one didn't change. Yeah, those are little things that I don't like. This is for the default.
Okay.
Let's see if now it works. Yep. Now everything changes.
Nice.
So again, gray is a good color for the stuff that is not important. So for like the context. Roads. I think gray it's another light gray. I don't know. I mean, it's all your choice.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of personal opinion.
Okay. So how you create your new construction building?
Just like that.
Like the green one?
Yeah, just keep. If you already have from the designing team, from the architects, if you already have a layout of the plan of the footprint of the building, how it's gonna look, you can create a contour like our perimeter and just bring it up. And that's it. Just bring it up. Just make a generic form, but just color it different, like blue.
If you have the Revit model, can you take that in?
Yes, of course you can. As a matter of fact, I did it before.
Yeah, let's bring in the Revit model for this one.
Okay, so I have Revit models here, and Garner by type. I believe it's this one.
But if you are bringing it from Revit, you should save it as a what kind of format?
CAD.
Okay.
This is from the Revit model. So I already did this process. Do you see these? All these layers? These are all from
CAD.
from Autodesk.
And the SketchUp can read the CAD file.
Just a SketchUp 6. That's why we have a SketchUp 6 here. Somewhere here it is. Here. So we open the Revit model, and then we export to 3D WG.
And then open it by SketchUp 6.
And then using SketchUp 6 and SketchUp 6 still gave us the option of opening CAD files. They don't do it anymore. They want you to use the Pro version to pay. But if you get your hands on SketchUp 6, you got it. And however, there is no value of like for the purpose of the site logistics plans, there's no value of if I bring these into my site logistics plan, the Revit model, you're going to increase the size of the file like by 100 something megabytes.
Okay. So
and make it really slow.
We prefer to have like
generic forms.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I used to go crazy on it and be very detailed about it. Never used it, so I just stopped doing it immediately.
Okay.
Like I just spent too much time doing it.
And assume we already have this generic model in the new in the SketchUp file.
Mm-hmm.
Like what else we need to do for the logistics?
Now that's where the
Superintendent came in.
yes, all the construction team comes into play. You need to get with the superintendent, which is usually the one. He's the guy that is going to see or say how he's gonna run business there in the field. He's gonna suggest, well, we should put a. And you get with him, you show him this, and he's like, okay, this is gonna be our construction entrance, and this is where the markups come into play. You print the plan view of this, let's say, and he's gonna mark up there like this is gonna be our construction entrance. I want a road that goes from here to this part here, and it's gonna give us access to the building here. This part's gonna be our lay down area, our material staging material area. All the subs are gonna park here. This is gonna be the GC offices. We're gonna put portables here. I mean, all that.
Okay.
He's gonna tell that. He's gonna suggest that, and it's always the superintendent with the project manager. They both are the team, right? Those two guys, they are the ones that are gonna create all the stuff.
And after they give us all the commands, we are going to like put all the markups on the in SketchUp model.
Yes, you can create now a new layer called site logistics, and you can put everything there, or you can even break this into other parts. Like I like to put my own layer for the fence. I mean, construction fence, it's something that you have to show to the owner, to the design team. Okay, guys, I'm planning on putting a construction fence around this line here, which this actually is the property line, and just go around it to this point right here, let's say. Now, if you get to this point, one thing that I like to do is using the offset tool, this one. What I do is I create these 3 lines. I select these 3 lines that I created, and then click on the offset, and I'm gonna create an offset one. I'll do it 5 feet. Just for the sake of showing, of being legible from a distance. I close it. Now I go to the other one here. And bring this up about 10 feet.
10 feet is like taller than me.
Yes, but again, this is just for representation.
Yeah, okay.
I always like to make this red. And again, you're gonna use colors that are understandable, right? I mean, if you see red and it will, I mean, this reads as a barrier, like a wall, so you know that this is some sort of barrier. So this is the fence. New construction, I wouldn't use red for new construction, of course. You will use colors that give you the sense of proceeding, like green or blue.
Okay.
So that's the fence. Now, if you wanna create your own GC, the GC office.
Oh, where did you find the cranes?
I'm going there. The GC office is going to be somewhere in here, next to this road here. And I can reverse the face or give it a little bit of height since it's merged with the same with the Google Map imagery. So if you give it 1 inch, that's more than enough.
Okay.
See, now it's not flashing. Now, let's say that you guys, and also the same with this. You can bring this up. You select it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bring it up just 1 inch.
Did you click on like
I just click on yes, move. I just select here the background and typed M, or click here, move, and then make sure you're moving again on the blue axis.
Yeah.
And then type 1 inch. So now in reality, now we have it 2 inches from the ground because I repeated the process just to show you. So now you get with the superintendent and ask him, where do you want the crane? Is this going to be a tower crane job? Do you think we need cranes or just the small crane? What do we need? And he's like, yeah, we need a tower crane. It's like, okay, it's good if we put it here in the center. You can come here to the Google warehouse and type tower crane. And just choose whichever you like, whichever you think it's closer to reality. I don't know. Which one do you want?
Anyone. This one?
This one?
Yeah.
You can click here to take a look at the model. You click here to rotate it so you have a better feeling of what are you going to download, and then load this directly to your SketchUp model. Yes. Hit downloads. I don't know if it downloaded.
It's not there. It shows file not exist.
Tower crane. You're gonna have that eventually with some of the models. Google SketchUp is not the flawless program that everybody wishes. Let's click on this one. This is similar. I don't know. Let me open one other window next. Nope. I'm just going around it, right?
Anyone.
I'll try again this one now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, unfortunately this is gonna happen. There's nothing we can do about it. It's not my computer, it's not the internet, it's just some of those models are just acting stupid. That's how I like to put it. Let's bring this one. You see, this one worked.
Yeah.
And I can copy from this SketchUp model, come to this one, press Ctrl V for paste.
Nice.
And now you can show a tower crane there. Now this crane is in the GC office. Nah, doesn't make sense. Let's put it better on the site logistics. Site logistics. I'm actually going to explode it completely.
What did it do for explode?
Cause I mean, I brought this model from the Google warehouse, right? The 3D warehouse. So I don't know how it is composed or how they did it, but I'm pretty sure that it's more than one group. And this is what I mean. So this is not a group, but I'm gonna make it a group.
It's like ungroup them.
And now let's say that I want to edit this group. You can double click to enter into the edit mode. And that's how you know you're in edit mode. There is this thing surrounding that particular group, and everything around it or the rest of the model, it gets grayed out, just like this. And I'm gonna create another rectangle here, and I'm gonna make this a group. And this is a group?
Group in the group.
Yes. Within a group. So I'm gonna right click and click on edit.
Edit group?
Yeah, edit group. And now I can select this, or I can select this other group. And then if I double click here, now this got grayed out because now I'm selecting this. And then I can do the same.
Okay.
Press escape once to get out of this, and twice to get out of the whole group. And this is again part of the initial group.
Yeah.
So this is a trick. I'm gonna get into edit mode, and I'm gonna get into edit mode. I can grab this group and make this group from the existing layer, and then make this group part of the new construction, and then make this group part of the GC office. So if I hide here, new construction, I hit this as well. So it's really frustrating when it comes to manage layers. If you want to hide a layer, it becomes very frustrating that you are hiding stuff that you don't want to, that you are not meaning to hide. So how do I get this? Instead of selecting here and checking instances, like this belongs here, okay, we're good. Now this this new construction, Jesus Christ, this is not the one that I wanted. So what I do, explode everything to the more I can. Now I select everything, make these side logistics. And now I know that every single thing that I touch now is going to be side logistics. Now, going back to the crane. I didn't do this, so I don't know. And sometimes when you bring a new model, you might bring new layers. So you need to be careful with that. And okay, this is the biggest of the groups, right?
Yeah.
Let's get into the edit mode for this group. Actually, this is a component. Let's edit component. And I'm going to explode everything from within these. I believe that's it. I don't see the explode. That's one way of knowing. If you don't have the explode option available, it might mean that that there's nothing else to be exploded. Like, so if everywhere I click, it must be unique. Okay, we don't have groups. Now I'm gonna select these. I'm selecting all these, and it's under side logistics, so we're good. And make sure that the group is also on side logistics. So yes. So now when we hide side logistics, the crane is going away too. And you can bring several stuff here. This is all here. Text. Oh, here it is. Text GC parking. I want it to be the 10 feet height, extruded 7
text?
inches, 1 inch, 1 feet.
Okay. Nice.
And if I want to rotate these, there are two ways of doing it. You can use the move button here. Well, select it first. And now when we switch to the move tool, when you hover over these any object, I'm actually gonna make this a group 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm selecting these. You see these red crosses there?
Yeah.
That means you can rotate.
Okay.
So I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna hover over these red cross, and now this disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Click once, and now it's waiting for me to tell it where to leave it. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
I'm gonna move it a little bit more this way. Now we can come here again and look for a portable office. This looks more like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can use this one. Let's see if we can bring this. But again, it's bringing a lot of undesired stuff. Like we don't want this, we don't want this.
You just click on R.
The rest looks good. And I can get inside and delete all the stuff that I really don't need.
That's okay. Nobody will go in there.
Yeah,
check.
exactly right. So, but again, we might as well clean it because this is just geometry that we don't need. So it's these, whether you like it or not, it's taking space.
Okay.
And it's making our models bigger, yes, and slower. So let's see, this is good enough. I mean, just for the purpose of showing something there, we can use these, rotate it, bring it somewhere there, look for a truck. Now we have to be careful here because we don't want to put these. This has thousands of lines of geometries.
Yeah, can we see the size of the truck before we bring it in?
No. Sometimes they use here a scale picture,
okay.
like these.
I mean the size of the file.
Oh yes.
Oh, we can see.
It tells you. It actually. That's the cool thing about this. It tells you how many polygons it has.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's worth it for you to bring a model
4,000.
made of 4,000 polygons. I don't know what the hell this is, but you. I mean, this one doesn't look that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus,
Even more.
59. Wow.
All the details.
Yeah, looks like that one was perfect. Yeah, let's give it a try with this one, for example. Why not? Yeah. And again, what I like to do is coming here and
Change it to Basicock.
yeah, yes, that's what I did exactly. I mean, get stuff that you really don't need. If it has interiors, no, it doesn't. Good deal. We don't have anything undesired here. So, yes. However, has like really good practice. Okay. Do you know what I did here?
What?
I just deleted. I just pressed deleted, or
Yeah.
it's the same as erasing. If you don't want something that you brought in, the best thing to do is just undo that process, because remember that I told you that you might download a model that brings new layers?
Yeah.
Like this one, Qken. What the hell is this Qken?
It's their layer, I think.
I don't know what is this, but since I don't know, I just gonna press Ctrl Z to undo.
Okay, so it will be gone.
Yeah, to the point that it's like we never brought this truck in.
Okay.
So this layer is still there, so we probably brought it with this.
Yeah.
Or maybe even with since the
Crane.
tower crane. I don't know. So we can again select this. Now we don't have to select it from here. We can just select it like this, click on minus, delete contents, it goes away.
Okay.
Maybe it came with the tower crane.
Yeah, there we go.
And since now I made everything inside of it part of the site logistics layer, that's why nothing happened when I try to hide the...
That layer.
Yeah. Again, it is good practice to create your own space here. Like this. And bring stuff in that you might use for site logistics later.
You mean
And
open another SketchUp to bring in everything in this one?
yes, and then just
And
save
then
it.
copy and paste there?
Yes, and save these as site
Library.
logistic objects.
Okay.
That's exactly what we did here.
So we don't need to download it every time.
Exactly. In SketchUp site logistics.
Objects. Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, so we have arrows for the roads, for the direction of the traffic.
It's you create this one, right?
Luis started.
Oh.
I started adding more stuff like these tower cranes with the radius, depending on what the radius needs to be. If it needs to be shown there on the site logistics plan. Now, I came here and put yes.
So how did you do that? You just insert the image?
Image, yes. The same way we brought the background image.
Okay. And you
The plan
scale
view.
it to like different size. Nice, I like it.
I wonder how many polygons these things are. And I mean, I shouldn't have these here. I have a lot of stuff here. I should. There, finally. I mean, we really don't need. I mean, to begin with, we don't even have these.
Yeah, so it's not like the more the better.
Yeah, no, actually the worst, because it's gonna make your model really slow. I mean, what the hell is that? We don't have. I mean, if we had trucks, I don't believe we were gonna have these here.
Okay. Anything else like after we have bring in the trucks and the cranes? Anything else like the next step we need to do?
Start adding the other stuff like these, like our portable offices. If you need any containers, any porta potties, these other type, the small cranes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is here you're getting really crazy with your stuff.
Detail.
But yes, but hey, I mean, for Christus, we went to this detail,
Mm-hmm.
putting where we're gonna put signs, like kind of this type of signs, like entrance closed, go around, enter by Houston Street,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Construction entrance.
Nice.
So yeah, it's good to have your own little
Library.
yeah, like warehouse of models. And that's it. So if we go and come and take a look at what I did eventually.
Using the recent one.
That's pretty much it. I got my I have no idea why I showed this color here.
But it looks pretty.
No, it doesn't. I didn't know. I don't know why. I mean, it looks horrible actually.
I like pink.
There, at least not the pink. It was too.
Not pink, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference of the camera mode?
Oh, because I cannot control it how the way it was. I don't know why it keeps going back to that way.
Oh, and how you create different scenes?
Oh, that's right. Let's say. Let's say you wanna focus here on the construction entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna make a line really fast and ugly. This will work.
That's okay.
So, let's say that you wanna focus on this entrance here.
Mm-hmm.
You can either click. Oh no, scene tabs. No, you have to come to window and scenes. And every time you like a perspective, and by perspective I mean like everything that is inside this window here,
Mm-hmm.
click plus. That's to add a scene. You can see this in different ways. The best one is details for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like to choose this. And here you can rename scene 1. It's can be construction entrance. Enter. Construction entrance, right?
Yeah.
Now you wanna, or plan view. Obviously, it's always useful to have plan view. Now the way to see plan view is on camera. You come to parallel projection.
Okay. So we are making sure we are like
It's a true plan view.
okay.
And then select up. And now just adjust your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Nice.
come back to the scenes. Click plus. Name it plan view or overall plan view. Enter. You want to focus here on the GC section. Use the same. G C office. Now the new construction. Construction. So now the moment when it comes to present, you start from the beginning. This is a construction entrance.
Yeah.
So this is the overall side, and you can move around.
Nice. And even without your add-in, you can make a video from it to moving between different scenes.
Oh yes,
Nice.
yes, like with a recording program.
But SketchUp cannot record itself, right?
No,
Okay.
it
But
can't.
it's still nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of trying to find the next point for the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. What else? What else do you think like I should know? How to make a logistic plan, but I think I should talk with the superintendent.
I mean, just think about what is a logistics plan.
Uh-huh.
What composes a logistic plan? Like it's a the logistics plan itself is just a visual aid. It's just a visual map for doesn't matter who, like whoever, anyone who sees it understands our process, understands where is going to be the construction entrance.
Yeah.
If I'm a sub and now like I'm on my way, but I'm not familiar to that. Like, yeah, let me show you I'm sending you the logistics plan.
Mm-hmm.
You send me that file. I take a look at the map. It's like, okay, so I need to enter through this gate, and you see where are the offices.
Yeah.
You see where's gonna be the new construction in relation to the whole site. And I mean these you can put here. You can put text here too of that apartment complex. And I mean information if you want to.
Okay.
I didn't tell you the other way of rotating stuff. I will show you the one that is not the intuitive. That was not the intuitive way. The intuitive is to select the stuff and then selecting the rotating.
Yeah, I tried this one this morning.
Uh-huh. So, okay, now let me tell you something really quick that you need to know about this before starting using this.
Okay.
If you want to rotate this, there's something that is bothering me about this.
Because it's not aligned?
No, because why is it coming all the way up? The group.
Uh-huh.
The group selection. There.
Okay.
Do you know why the group is like this? Like, why is it not?
Because it's not aligned with the.
It's the group. It's aligned.
Aligned with the axis, right?
Yes. Now, what will happen if I explode, and I create a new axis, but
it will become a smaller group.
Exactly. Exactly. Now my group, boom, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can bring my axis back to where they belonged.
The small little thing always annoying you.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that's not annoying me. So we went to rotate this. You can rotate in any way possible. Any way.
Okay.
So whatever your mouse is touching, that's the surface that is taken into consideration to rotate based on that surface.
Okay.
So since I'm selecting the surface, obviously you see the compass, how it is placed on that surface.
Yeah.
So that means that
it will rotate this way.
yes, that I'm gonna rotate like that. I'm gonna press escape to cancel. If I click here and then click again, or if I click here. Now, what's the difference between this compass to this compass?
It will rotate.
Besides that,
this
besides the obvious, what do you see
it's
different?
Not on it.
What do you see different?
Color.
Yes. What color is this?
Purple.
It's blue because it's perpendicular. Because it's perfect perpendicular to the blue axis.
Okay.
So what will happen if I place my compass on this surface, white surface? What color do you think it's gonna?
Green or red?
Green. And here, red.
Okay.
Okay, so
That makes sense.
now let's say, okay, what rule of thumbs on the compasses here for the rotation? The first click that you create, that's going to be the pivot point. Let's say this whole thing, it's tilted, but this corner here, it's fixed. So it should be there, but this is a little bit up or higher. So first of all, I know that I want to tilt from this surface here, from this view. So once my pointer is here, I click Shift and hold Shift. Wherever I move my pointer or mouse, even though if it's one of those perfect surfaces, it's gonna retain this surface, as you can see. So I'm holding Shift, and then I come back to this point here, and then click. Now that's my first click. My second click, it's from where I want to rotate from, and I'm gonna select this line here. So oops. I'm gonna do it again. Shift. I create this as the pivot point, and then select this part. Even if I hold Shift here, well, this one doesn't matter. This is gonna rotate. It's gonna rotate in this particular way.
I don't remember the surface, right?
So that's what I told you. You can rotate however you want.
Not only 3 ways, but whatever you want.
Yes, you just need a surface on that particular part.
Okay. It's actually like rotated along this surface.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Nice. Need practice.
Now let's put this parallel to this. There, now it looks better. Yep. I don't mind this style, but my favorite style is this one.
The background?
Yes, because the lines become more thinner and cleaner, as you can see.
Yeah.
Let's see the difference again. I believe it was... where was it? It was like this. You can see the edges or the corners where lines intersect. They have this little bold or heavy line weight. Not with this. This looks this looks higher resolution. I don't know. Looks cleaner. I wonder why I don't have the edges here. You can create that too. This type of view. I don't know how to do it only with one group, but I know how to do it in the whole thing, which is View, Edge Style, on Select Edges. And if you want to include shadow so the pictures look better, you come here to the shadow. I have it open somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Close it? Oh, it just
says,
close it and open it again.
I guess.
Oh, it's somewhere. No, here it is. Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, you close. Yeah. Nice. Just so many details I need to be familiar with, kind of. I need to practice on that.
I really don't trust this because it's saying we're putting here that we are in the -6
Yeah.
on the
Central time.
yeah, like our solar.
We should be -5.
No, we're -6. This is central. We're -6. You can figure out change the time and setting.
We are -5, but we are daylight.
No, -6.
I know, because we are daylight. We're using our summer daylight time. We are actually -5.
Oh, it doesn't matter. No, you don't count that. That's, I mean, regardless of if you're using daylight thing, you belong to this zone, and I mean the difference is like instead of putting 3, then you just put 4.
That's I always think we are -5. That's fine.
No, we are in -6.
Okay.
But the thing is that -6 is the whole. It's a whole slice from the world, from the. I don't know how to explain, but yes.
I understand, from the Earth.
So I never liked this. I don't believe on this thing here. And you just change the. I don't know. This looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is good.
And then from here, you just let's say you want to save these viewed as well. Warning: you are creating or updating a scene and have not saved the changes you have made to your style. What would you like to do with your style change? Save as new style.
Oh, so you're working on this one only for the scene or for the whole model? So all the style you changed only for that scene?
Only for this scene. You see, I'm gonna go back here.
Oh, it's go back. I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And from here, click on export to the graphic and just name your image. You can select it as a JPEG or other thing that I have liked too. Let's go to the plan view. If you want to send someone this, I mean, it's your call. You can actually open the snipping tool from your computer and just select this.
Yeah. I always
and boom, voila. That's really fast, right?
Yeah.
Really reliable.
I like the snipping.
Super fast, really cool thing.
Yeah.
However, you also have the like high definition stuff. I'm gonna take away the edges here. I wonder how it's gonna look. Edges. Profiles.
Taking all the edges off.
Yeah, and I'm gonna include shadow. I'm gonna make it darker. This looks interesting. I really like this. I really. Oh man!
I told you you should become an architect.
So let's say we like this, and we want a higher output. I discovered that we can do this by going to Bluebeam, then going to properties, paper quality, advanced, and I believe it was 100 and 1200. Let's paper copy now. Let's do it. Let's do it big. Let's do it RQ1.
It will give us a bigger file, right?
Yes. Color layout, landscape. Okay. We are in Bluebeam already. Current view, fit to page. Yes. Use high accuracy HLR. I don't know what is that, but let's see what happens. In my work, I notice that sometimes it just comes out blank or with anything on it. Test. Open file. Okay, save.
Uh-oh.
We got something. not what I was expecting. Okay, first of all, it came out portrait.
Yeah.
If I do this, okay, yeah, it's just a matter of rotating. Let's see what else we can do. Ultra high definition. Let's see what happens.
Replace the previous one.
Test, yeah. Okay, no, I'm not gonna move this. I'm just switch this to ultra high definition. I'm gonna replace the test. Yes. You see how fast that was? It
So
didn't
it's
process
not
anything. Nothing
yeah.
happened. Now I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this view again. I'm gonna leave it in ultra high definition, but here I'm gonna change this to the default, which was I think 600. Okay. I wonder if I change it to portrait.
You actually changed it to landscape last time.
Yeah, and it's coming out as portrait, so I wonder if.
Take some time.
Now it's giving me something in return.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going to be back soon.
And this is perfect. Perfect.
The last delivery of
Yes, pictures. I mean, this is what you get to the people, right? To the owner. Like, this is our game plan. This is yeah. I'm loving these the shadows. I'm really liking
you
this.
still like
Yeah, it
yeah.
looks really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
But it's because I took away the edges.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't look cartoonish now. It kind of looks like it belongs there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like a real object on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And
anything else in SketchUp you think you want to explain? Or you know what, I think I'm going to play it in the afternoon, and if I have any questions I will just bring it to you.
What?
Like for SketchUp.
Play it?
Yeah, you don't want me to
Play what?
SketchUp?
Oh, play with it. Oh, okay. I said play what?
No, I mean probably for the next project. What is that? The Fall City? We have 3 projects. We need to deliver the logistic plan, right?
Yeah, you could do something like this with
I can do something for one of the project and see what I got. At least I can build all the existing and the new construction mass there, right? And then for the entrance for the roads, probably you need to show me how to, like, where to put them.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
This is really bothering me. Like, split component.
SketchUp want to take a break.
Okay, let's see if I